Dive cylinders have two important pressures, a working pressure, which is what you normally fill it up to, and a test pressure that the cylinder can actually be filled to without, exploding. Now, there are a handful of working pressures out there, but the three most common ones are going to be like 207, 232, and 300 bar. Those are the pressures that you fill the cylinder up to and the pressure that will be listed whenever you're buying a cylinder. But you can actually fill the cylinder to 1.5 times that working pressure as like a safety buffer. Now, you should never actually fill a cylinder to the test pressure for obvious reasons, but you shouldn't worry too much if the cylinder is filled a little bit over the working pressure. Too much and you can actually damage the thread of the valve, but like 1 or 2 bar, it's not really the end of the world. When you actually fill up cylinders too fast, they can get hot as well, and you actually lose some pressure when it starts to cool down later. That's when you're on the surface, you check your regulators, you check how much gas is in your cylinder. Okay, I've got 200 bar or whatever. You jump in the cold water and all of a sudden you've lost like 10 bar or something. That's why. So basically, if some fillers, if they're in a rush to fill a cylinder, will actually overfill a cylinder so that by the time the cylinder itself cools down, it'll drop back down to the working pressure. So that's another reason to give cylinder fillers as much time as possible, because you want to do it as slowly as possible so your cylinder doesn't get hot and you end up with less gas in your tank.